Alright, I think I'm live. Yay! Yep, okay. Does it say it? Yeah, it does. Alright. Hello, Facebook. So, this is a partial My Public Diary and partial talking about that new event I just posted, the meditation and tantric breast massage play shop. So it's like a pink event. And hold on. This is a beautiful partial coffee and partial maca. I love coffee, like the flavor, the warmth. And so I have all these other things I do. I make coffee concoctions, like without coffee, like maca and Brazil nuts and dandelion and so many other things. But anyways, so I'm feeling really good. I started my moon today, and it's interesting, having that ceremony with Daniel really helped me a lot. It was so needed, and I was wearing all red. I like to try to wear red on my moon time. And I have this amazing red earring I got actually when I was with Daniel, my ex-partner that I always talk about, and I don't say his name, but I'm saying his name now. We're doing well, and I unblocked him, and so we recreated safety in internet relating, so I could talk about him, and so this is an earring I got at Caribbean Festival with him, and it feels good to wear it. And this piece I got in Sedona, which is a beautiful place. So I'm on my moon, and I'm just processing a lot of feelings. I have a lot of relationship stuff going on. Like me and Daniel finally, after breaking up and having 30 days of like turmoil, restoring our relationship, and me realizing like how disillusioned I was. Like, I don't want to poo-poo myself. Like, this is why communication is so important. And me and Daniel were not in communication. And so I built stories, and those stories that I built were logical based on the little pieces of information that I had. And, I was just so sensitive, and just, it was like this Daniel and I's relationship has been, we've been talking about it like a workshop relationship. Like, we really have learned a lot and grown a lot and triggered each other a lot and hurt each other a lot and loved each other a lot. And right before I left to New England was our year anniversary. And then we didn't see each other until just the other day when we had our ceremony, because we broke up while I was away. And, it's been quite the year. He and I are quite the individuals and quite the concoction for I don't even know what to call it, he and I are still putting it all together, but what I can say is I'm in a place where I feel and see the medicine of our relationship, of every aspect of our relationship. And that's one of the, to me, tantric, non-monogamous ways of relating, is seeing the medicine, the love, and the healing, even in all the parts that are hard. I'm having some other relational difficulties with another partner of mine, and they have their own stuff going on, just like I have my own stuff going on, and so our relational difficulties are like adding to it, and they're like having trouble with it. And it's like, stuff just happens and we have to put our energy into it and to maintain like relationship maintenance, and diving deep. Like I see the beauty in diving deep and having emotional conversations with partners. Like, it's really funny because Peter Peterson uses this thing at his events and talks about how at an event to really hold all your relationship boundaries. An event is not a time to change your relationship boundaries. And I forgot what he says. Damn it. Oh, yeah. He says you really can, let's reduce the amount of emotional paperwork. Like, don't call your partner from an event and try to change things, He's like, he always, like, he'll say, does anybody like emotional paperwork? And it's really funny because some people are like, because, I see that some of the aspects of emotional paperwork is one of the medicines and the gifts of non-monogamous relating. But there's a way of relating to reduce the emotional paperwork. And so a lot of communication helps reduce that. So Daniel and I are back in communication. And I'm feeling my truth. Part of me wants to go into shame. Like, God, Candace, you're fucking crazy and horrible. And, for thinking what you thought and for not giving Daniel a chance and for not really looking at my wounds on a big way, like really looking at Daniel as the big issue instead of looking at why my stuff, and I really want to take responsibility for that. Like, and Daniel's been really good about taking responsibility for his part, which has been really helpful. And I'm facing this huge realization about my sexuality and my heart and my capacity to relate. And my blindness, on top of how tantric and sensitive and strong I am, like, I have a realistic level of need beyond like my emotional needs and my trauma and my wounding and that stuff. My blindness is like another level of need. And so my reality when I relate to people, a girlfriend of mine, God, I love her. Like, whenever I get down on myself, like, oh, there's nobody out there for me, I'm too much, like, I have this big too much story. And, it's like, no, you just ask people to step up in relationship to a degree maybe they've never stepped up to before. And so, finding people that can step up, to relate to. And Emily Orem, my love coach, she's amazing. And she's been using these words of being more, using more discernment in my choices as to who I relate to. I've watched this relationship with Daniel has brought up some stuff in me in one of my patterns. And then this other relationship issue I'm having is like, oh, there's that pattern again. Like, but that relationship was like started before me and Daniel broke up. That relationship started while Daniel and I worked together. But it started transforming into like that pattern. This pattern that I have caught myself in relationships. But I really feel strong that through this relationship with Daniel, there's been a profound healing in me around that pattern and saying no to that pattern and yes to myself in a new way that maybe I've never said yes to. So I feel complete on my public diary. That feels really good. I feel really good. And God, Daniel, I love you. Like, thank you so much. I haven't been talking the greatest about Daniel. And I haven't felt the greatest about him. I haven't been the happiest with him. But now that I found my love back in my heart, it's amazing how much more you can see. Like, on our ceremony, he showed up with so many gifts for me and with such a desire to be there and to heal. And such humility and such a willingness to listen and give me the space that I needed for my healing. Daniel is a really amazing man, even though we can't be what we wanted to be. And that's why losing him in our relationship to the degree it was so hard. But I'm really grateful and really happy that he and I have found love again in a way to just relate. And we still don't know what that means. We still have some wounding to work through, for sure. And I'm just grateful that he's willing, that willingness to do the work. Oh, God. It means so much. And I gotta remember that, when someone, even if in my opinion, they fuck up or they fail or they fall short to meet my needs, God damn it, like the willingness. Like Daniel is so willing. So I thought I was done with my public diary, but I'm not. So moving on. So this Thursday, I made a really crazy decision. I just had this vision. I don't know why, and this is why I love myself and this work. So, breasts. Our boobs. Oh my God. Like, our boobs don't get... And I'm talking about breasts and chests. Male breasts, female breasts, transgender chests, gender fluid, gender queer chests, all the chests and all the breasts and all the nipples. So they are often stimulated in a sense of sexual arousal. And massage therapists sometimes offer breast massage, but not many do. So this is a really intimate part of our body. So this Thursday, we're going to talk about that and play with it. So first, we're going to meditate together. I really believe in the power of meditation, creating a container, bringing people together. And I will create the meditation with the intention around the container, the next container we're going to dive into. So our meditation will be surrounded around chests and breasts and hearts, okay? And the energy of this part of our body, the physicality of this part of our body, and then also creating a safe container because it is a pink event. So first we'll meditate, and then we're going to have a portion where I will demo on someone else and have someone demo on me some breast massage. And so teach you some tantric, like deep, juicy, sensual, really like intricate, all around, like, techniques around the breasts, around the energy, about all the work that you can do when you touch someone's breasts instead of just going for the nipple and trying to arouse them. Like, you can do so much more. And so I will do the demos and then hold a little bit of Q&A. The safe container, talking about the play agreements of our play shop. If you ever see play shop, what it basically means is there'll be educational portions that are a little bit longer than like a traditional play party. But we're going to have a free play segment. After the teachings and the demo, we're going to have a decent amount of time for us to explore, not in full play, but just breast massage, and yes, cuddling and connecting, kissing, anything body up, but really with a focus on chest massage and breast massage. I don't mean to keep saying breast because I really mean chest too. I want anyone of any gender identification to be able to show up in a space of giving or receiving massage in this region of their body, no matter what they have, because it's just juicy. Our hearts are right there. So, like, that's one of the elements that I feel like I can't see myself. Okay, I can't see myself. Am I too far away? Ugh, I don't know. There's so much work that we can do. Juicy work, healing work, connection work around the chest, the breast, the nipples. Oh my God, the nipples. I just touched my nipples and I felt that zap of that energy center right here. So I know it's not even a week away, but please come on Thursday and share the message. Tell people. Anyone could come, singles, couples, triads. Grab your friends, grab your family. Let's all get together and talk about our hearts and our chests. You know, whether you come from, if you're coming with an intention of expanding pleasure in this part of your body, or healing your heart, or massage, like general, like how do I touch this part of the body from a place of like not hurting the breast, but giving pleasure and spending time there. So that's what we're going to do this coming Thursday. I really hope you can make it. And there's one more thing I wanted to do with you guys, just because I always like teaching and showing you guys different things. And please, again, share this video on your page if you can. And if you do and send me a screenshot, I will give you 50% off a session. Any kind of session, whether it's body work, straight body work, coaching, a full tantric session, a triad, or maybe 3 people working on you. Have you ever had that? Or maybe just a phone session. So this is, I do a lot of ritual and work with different pieces. I love ritual. I'm a dork. So this is a piece that Daniel gave me that I've been using to try to create healing with my relationship with Daniel. And so it's a really beautiful piece of jewelry. It's a bracelet. It has a little pocket. And I went to my altar and asked the universe to guide me to what I should wear and carry with me the rest of the day. There's this rosebud that I actually think is from Daniel, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, the universe guided me to it. And then, oh, there's a petal. That's exciting. And then there's this piece of turtle, which I think this is turtle shell here. I'm sorry, vegans, if you're offended. I don't know if it, yeah. So, and I have a crystal. I love turtles, as you can see. Turtles are, sea turtles are feminine, old, and ancient, and they represent a lot of yummy stuff. And in a shamanic journey without any medicine, I had a deep sexual experience with a sea turtle. If you ever want to know more, let me know. Or if you ever want to be guided on a shamanic journey, I can totally take you there. So I had a turtle that broke, and this is their turtle shell. And the universe told me to put it here in this turtle shell. And that was it. That's all the universe told me to put in here. So that's okay. At least it's not that heavy, right? I get a piece, so I'm feeling about ready. All right. So that's my ritual. That's my public diary. And Thursday we have the meditation and the tantric breast massage class. Friday we have an all women's event, another play shop. Discover your yoniverse. I'll teach you I'll use my yoni to demo a lot about the yoni and building relationship with your vagina and your sexuality and rediscovering your sexuality as your own, as a feminine being, you know, however you identify as queer, or if you're trans, if you identify with having a yoni sometimes or a pussy sometimes, please, you're welcome here. So that's on Friday. We're going to have a little bit of meditation and class, and then the women will get to play together and explore what I taught you and helping each other empower one another in our sexuality. And then Saturday, Fia is here. Fia's amazing, healing musician. Go see Fia at Eve and Sunita's. Get your tickets. She's great. Fia, I love you. And then Sunday, come back here at 1 o'clock. We're going to have a tantric unveiling meditation, like my old tantric naked meditation. But some people that still want to wear clothes can still wear clothes, but no jewelry, no makeup, no scents, no deodorant. And if you choose to wear some clothing, I ask that you wear something that still feels vulnerable or edgy or naked, or you wouldn't wear in front of people normally. So with that one, I'll give you a little explanation. We'll have a meditation fully clothed, and then we'll have a ritualistic unveiling where you can unveil yourself ritualistically, take your own clothes off essentially, or I will invite you to choose someone else where you can undress each other. And then we'll go into another meditation. And then from that naked place, the only interaction you will have with other people is hands and arms like this, and potentially feet. But that's it. It's still kind of like a white event, except you're naked. So that's Sunday. And of course, if you want a private session, get in touch. I'm ready to meet you. I love you all. I hope you have a great day. Share this video, and I will totally give you 50% off. And yeah, it's time for me to go. TempleOfFrolic.com. Temple of Frolic on Meetup. There's a Boston group and there's a San Diego group. I'm coming to Boston and New England in July and September. Monique and Peter and I will be in there in September doing some events. And Chicago! We'll be in Chicago too. So get in touch if you want to connect with any of us. Gaia Sophia from Boston will be here in early July, and we'll be doing triads together as well. So yeah. Mwah! I love you all. End video.